Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. Oh, I forgot my lines. What's up guys, my name is Chris. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today it's gonna be pretty much get to know me kind of video. I'm gonna be telling you a little bit about me because a lot of people don't really know my background. So I'm here to kind of give you a little insight of who I am and you know, how I grew up and all that stuff. Keep watching if you want to listen to it. If you already follow me on Instagram, you might as well also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube channel, might as well make an account, subscribe to me. If you're interested in watching more of my content, feel free to subscribe, you know, click the like button, comment something random, or you know, give suggestions on what I can make a video about. Thank you so much for the love and support. Alright, so first things first. Alright, so first things first, my name is Christopher, spelled with a K, not with a C. And spelled with 2 F's, not PH. Reason behind that is because my original island name, which I will not be disclosing, starts with letter K. My birth name is not really Christopher, that's just my American name. I'm 27 years old. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Leo moon, and Scorpio rising. I don't know what that means, but if you know what that means, feel free to hit me up in the DMs and let me know what the fuck that means because I'm interested. So a question that people have always been wondering is, what's my nationality? I'm Filipino. Growing up, I was mistaken a lot for Chinese and like Japanese. I don't know if that's because the area that I was being raised in, you know, a lot of kids weren't, you know, they weren't educated on different kinds of Asian. And so the first thing they say is Chinese, which is, you know, kind of all the way out there because I'm not, and it was very offensive to me at the time because when you purposely say that to kind of like degrade them. I am Filipino, but crazy thing is I wasn't born in the Philippines. That's a big misconception that a lot of people think. They think that, oh, because I'm Filipino, I could be born in like America or the Philippines, but no, I was actually born in a little island called Yap in Micronesia, so that's east of the Philippines. Alright, so some of my hobbies include playing video games, playing with, you know, makeup, which is obviously what you see me do a lot. I love dressing up. I love just like putting on clothes, seeing how I look in them. I also like going out to eat. Back when Joe and I lived in Jersey, we used to go out and eat a lot. I mean, it's not a good thing to be spending that much money, but you gotta treat yourself because we work a lot. One question that someone asked me is, how did Joe and I meet and how long have we been married? Joe and I met in culinary school in Hartford, Connecticut, which is ironic that we are back over here again, literally in the same area. We met around, I would like to say, August of 2012. I moved into the dorm around end of July, so I only had 1 month to actually pack up. But yeah, met Joe in culinary school around August, and we didn't start dating until October. Yeah, it's crazy how long we've been together for, since 2012, wow. And how long have we been married? We got married one day before our anniversary on 2014. It was a small wedding. It wasn't anything too crazy, very intimate. He invited a lot of his close friends, pretty much his family, and on my side, I didn't get to because I was in a different state. I didn't know if anyone would even bother coming because everyone is dealing with their lives, and I just didn't want to, you know, I just didn't want to bother people to coming to the wedding. I just felt like, if I couldn't even invite my family, I shouldn't be inviting friends. And I felt like that was the most respectful thing. I mean, now my parents are perfectly fine. They love Joe, actually. They love how Joe takes care of me. It's really nice to have parents who support their kids. And it's not like I'm doing something to worsen myself. Joe's doing things to help me become a better person. So actually, in a couple days after this video is probably posted, it's going to be 8 years since Joe and I have been married, which is crazy, literally a decade. It's just such a long way from where we first began. Also, fun fact, I was the one who asked out Joe. Joe never asked me out. So a lot of people have been curious to know like who kind of initiated first. And yeah, it was me. I initiated first. So. Alright, so another question. What is my occupation and what got me in the industry? So I'm a chef. I've been cooking since 2013 at Rutgers University. Rutgers Club will always be, you know, my home. in Rutgers. They've always, you know, they've treated me with so much love, kindness, and respect. So thank you for that. Oh, what got me in the industry? It's so funny how the world works, because I actually wanted to be a photographer and like a videographer rather than a chef. But my dad kind of swayed me from that job decision, because around junior year, it was called like a senior project. So like you would have to do like your future occupation that you're trying to aim to be after you graduate high school, and mine was photographer. So I was taking all these photography classes to learn more about photography, like the in-depth and stuff. And home ec, there was only one home ec class in my school. So it was like, once you took home ec, you don't really take it again, because you're not gonna learn anything like crazy new. When I told my dad, hey dad, when I graduate from high school, I wanna be a photographer. He's like,
oh no, that makes no money. Like, pick some other occupation, maybe an accountant or a nurse.
and I'm like,
I'm not that smart enough to be a nurse. I don't like accounting because it's too much numbers, and what am I gonna do? Like, sit on my ass? No offense to the accountants, but like, you know.
my dad's an accountant. So, oh my God, this lighting is terrible. Yeah, so my dad pretty much swayed me from going from a photographer to a chef. Like, I like to be creative. So that's why I decided to go for a chef. So yeah, pretty much, you know, if I didn't go the route of going to culinary school, I probably wouldn't have met Joe, and I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So another question that people have asked me a lot, when they hear that I'm a chef, or when I tell them that I went to culinary school, a lot of the times I get, would you recommend culinary school? Like, would you recommend someone to, you know, if they want to further their career in a restaurant industry or in the food industry? My personal preference, no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Because I believe that, you know, yes, it's good to have the textbooks to kind of show you and guide you to it, but you're not going to learn if you don't get the hands-on training. I believe the best way is to learn from other chefs. Learn a little bit of their techniques, get their knowledge, rather than paying so much money on tuition, just getting school books. And when you think about it, the culinary school that I went to, it was only a 12-month program with 3 months of internship. Don't even get me started on the internship. That internship was, that's a different story.
Okay.
It was pretty much like a general course. There's like different segments of each things. Like one class would be about meats, one class would be about like garde manger, which is like all the cold stuff and like hors d'oeuvres and like, you know, cold platings. And then it would also be about like, you know, Serve Safe was the first one. Oh, that was the hardest class at the time for me. And now looking back at it, I'm like, oh, Serve Safe is like easy. It was very much self-explanatory. They just pretty much gave you the textbook, and what they taught you was off the textbook. It was never really,
This is from my experience when I was in a restaurant.
like, it was just like, okay, here, follow this recipe, X, Y, and Z, this is how you do it. To be honest, I had a really fun time in culinary school. I'm not gonna downplay it and be like, it was the worst, like, don't do it, or it's just a waste of money. Because, yeah, it is kind of a waste of money, but the experience that I had, I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy it. It was definitely something different. It wasn't like a normal 4-year college. Anyways, overall, yes, I liked going to school because it really did help me get to where I am today. Would I recommend it? All right, so another question. This is actually a very intense question. So, question is it hard in today's society being a gay Asian man while also being married to a black man? And to be honest, in today's society, I feel like it's kind of like a 50-50. Right now, I feel like I have to choose what kind of environment and what kind of situation I put myself in. It really is hard in today's society, just as a gay person in general. And as a person like me, as you can see how I look and how I talk, how I dress. Like, there's no reason to just hate someone for no reason. There's no reason to, you know, critique someone who hasn't done shit to you. You know, so it is kind of hard. But as I said, I never really had that much of a struggle, especially when it came to work. Like when it came to work and anything else, you know, people support me. People love me for my personality, pretty much. They don't look at, oh, he's dressing too flamboyant, we can't be cool with you. They saw my work ethic at work, and they saw that I'm a good worker. So there's no point in, oh my God, now I look orange. I believe that before you get to judge someone, get to know them, talk to them, see how they are. And that's just the type of person that I am. I like to get a feel for someone's energy before I just come up to the decision like, oh, this person's an asshole. Like, there are days that, you know, I do get upset, and there are days that I'm just like, screw the kid, like, I don't care, because at the end of the day, look where I'm at and look where they're at. So it really just depends on whatever situation I put myself in. To sum it all up, is it hard in today's society being a gay Asian man while also being married to a black man? 50-50. What is my favorite food? Mac and cheese. As you can tell, Joe makes the best mac and cheese from his videos, so feel free to go look at his mac and cheese video on his Instagram, which is down below on the link. You already know his cooking. His cooking's delicious, the fuck? So next question is, what is one thing that I like about Connecticut and one thing that I dislike about Connecticut? One thing I like is definitely our place. Like, if you haven't seen what our place looks like, obviously without the, you know, without the furniture and everything, if you haven't seen what the place looks like, go back on my videos. What are you doing? Like, yeah, just look at our loft tour on my channel. I just love our place. Our place is so beautiful. It's so spacious over here, a loft, high ceilings. It's just a different vibe from where we lived at in New Brunswick. Ooh, we've come a long way when it came to places to live. Yeah, that's my one like about Connecticut. My dislike, I have a lot of dislikes, but my main one, guys, you know the meme with Spider-Man and it's like 3 of him and it's like, who's the worst driver? Jersey, New York, or PA, and all of them are pointing at each other? No, the worst drivers are in Connecticut. They don't know how to drive. They are the worst. I lived in all 3 states. I've driven to all 3 states before, and I've never seen anyone drive like Connecticut drivers. Trust me, Connecticut drivers, no, they're terrible, terrible. Like, they don't, just, no. If you drive over here, please be careful. They don't know how to drive. Simple, they just don't know how to drive. The main thing that I dislike about Connecticut, the drivers. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so now I'm gonna be answering my last question, which is, what is the top thing that I look forward to living in Connecticut? It's such a vague thing to say, but I can't wait to see what the experience is like living over here, because mind you, Joe and I met over here in 2012. Now we're back almost 10 years later, now as adults, and now we're back literally almost, not really back at square one per se, but back to an area we were at when we first started out. It's gonna be so different, you know, finally getting to explore the area, finally driving to places around. So, I mean, you gotta make the best of what you have when you're trying to give yourself a better, you know, better position in life. And letting you guys know, if it wasn't for Joe, we wouldn't be living like this. So thank you, Joe, because this is definitely going to change our life. To sum up the answer, the top thing that I look forward to living in Connecticut, just getting to know the area and just stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so the fact that we are both stepping out of our comfort zone is going to be a big game changer for us. If we can manage to, you know, live a good life over here, we can move anywhere and, you know, we can adjust. All right, so if you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you listened to my voice for however many minutes this video is. So thank you so much for listening and learning a little bit more about me. You know, I might have strayed off topic here and there, or maybe I talk too fast, but I am doing my best to work on it. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, listening. As always, if you like the video, click the like, wherever it is. Comment anything, you know, you can say, oh, your makeup looks terrible today. Just any comments, you know, feel free, leave it. And subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube channel, make one. Just so you can subscribe to me. Just so you can
See, you know, a little bit more.
But yeah, just like I always say, thank you so much for the love, support, everyone. It means so much to me. I'm hoping that this video has given you guys more insight of the type of person I am. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope to see you next time. Bye guys. All right, so if